Hey guys, it is Monday, September something, and I'm off on Mondays now at this placement. Sundays and Mondays, so I gotta get used to this. Anyway, today has not been a good day. I do not feel well. Of course, COVID. Also, I got my mammogram, and they're like, you have to come back because they're seeing something on the, I don't know, on the screening. I'm not worried about it because since I've been sick with COVID, and I talked about them COVID strains, I actually feel like there's been something over here, like COVID. It's not, I don't think it's like cancer. I mean, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but I feel the same thing that I feel over here, where, because I specifically asked her, well, where are you talking about that you didn't, you saw something that didn't look right? And she told me here. And the way this feels on this spot, it feels in my back, in my chest. So I think it's something that has to do with COVID, honestly. But like I said, I don't know. I was thinking about having, when she calls me tomorrow, have her be like, can you just give me a chest x-ray? Just x-ray, like this whole area. Because I'm telling you, I feel like the strings, I feel like this is some type of parasitic thing that's living inside me. I know y'all don't believe me, but I'm not worried because I don't think it's a lump. And I had a lump in my breast before, and they told me it was a lump. They never was like, it's a shadow, and we need to relook at it. So if it was a lump, I think it would have been a lump. But anyway, it's all in God's hands. But I don't feel well today. I just came from Outback, got me 2 onion soups and some salad, and I've been in here all day. I haven't gone to the gym. I haven't jumped rope, but I'm gonna do my 100 sit-ups because I'm doing 100 sit-ups every day, no matter what. But let me tell you what happened to me last night. All right, so yesterday I did get some Thai food, and the Thai food was very good. I will be going back there. I got the flat noodles that I had said something about. Oh my God, it was so good. And then I got some fried wontons. I just got that to spend the money. I really don't like them. And I ate two. So, oh, when I came back, I had that red wine. I was like, oh, I'm opening this red wine and have my little Thai food and just have a great night. That red wine sucked. I mean, it was so nasty to me. To me, I was like, I just can't even drink this. And my food was so good. So I was so mad because I didn't have a backup plan. I was just knowing this wine was going to be good. I haven't had bad wine, maybe, well, at least I'm not a bad Cabernet in a while. I've had some bad Chardonnays. So the Chardonnay that I had wasn't cold, and I only had one beer. Excuse me. So I was like, yo, I think I'll be good. I had a couple sips of that red wine. When you let it aerate, sometimes it's better. I didn't even have a glass of that. I was like, let me just go get this beer because this food was so good, and I wanted to have it with something. I had the beer. It was okay. So I ate my food, and I was like, well, I want another beer. Let me walk downstairs to the hotel lobby and see what kind of beers they have. Their beer choices was like not really good. So I was like, I was like, I think I seen a mobile gas station when I had came down here this way one day. I said, let me just walk over there. It was like literally like across the street under this bridge. So I was like, let me walk over there. So I walked over there, and it was a mobile gas station, but it wasn't a convenience store. Like it was only pay at the pump only type of thing. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk one more block. And if I don't see anything, I'm just gonna have to come back and get, what they had, which was like Bud Light, Miller Lite, the normal. So I walked down the block, and as soon as I came around that corner, it was like boom, 2 bars. So I was like, okay, I'll get 2 drinks to go, because you can do 2 drinks to go in Florida. So I was like, can I get that drink to go? He was like, no. I guess he was like, where do you think you at? But they do 2 drinks to go at told you I was just out at Outback, and they have drinks to go. So I think that maybe you have to have a certain license to do it, but nonetheless. So it was like nobody really in there. So I was like, well, I'll just, and I literally had on like my pajamas pretty much. Like I had on, I always wear these type shirts, and then I had on like some leggings and some sneakers. I was like, well, let me go ahead and get a Grey Goose and pineapple, and I'll just sit here for a minute. My hotel was like literally not even 2 blocks, so I was like, I'm good. So he didn't have Grey Goose. I had to get Tito's, so it was good, and not even more than 5 minutes that I was there. These three white dudes came in, and they came in this order. One was cute, one was fine, and the other one was nice looking. So this one here, later find out his name was Matt. He was like, "Is anybody sitting here?" I was like, "No, you can sit there." And he sat right next to me, and his other friend sat to the left of him, to the right of him. As soon as he come in, he started talking. "How you doing? I love you here." I'm like, "Hey, whatever. Just talking nonstop." Then I found out he was a salesman. It made sense because he talked a lot. So I was just there enjoying the conversation. Oh, I want a wife, the usual stuff to come with it. I was like, I'm in town for 5 weeks. He was like, oh, we need to go have a drink. I was like, yeah, I'm down with that. We can have a drink sometime. He's like, I know a lot of good places. I like food, whatever. I was like, okay, that sounds good. And he was like, get your phone out so I give you my number. I said, oh, I don't have my phone, which I tell you, I was literally going right downstairs to get a beer. Then I said, mobile station. Then I said, okay, I'll just see it. So another reason I didn't want to stay out too long was because I didn't have my phone. So I was like, well, I don't have my phone. You can just go ahead and text me. Here's my phone number. He was like, you don't have your phone? Thinking, I was like, well, you can text me. That's fine. So I think it had to be 10:15 when I got there. Because the barcodes, they were giving last call. I was there. I probably talked to him for 30 minutes before they was giving last call. So I got another drink. And I'm sorry, the strain is on. I'm trying to figure out what happened with the strain. I'm about to look right now. But I think he just killed that guy. But anyway, if do y'all watch the strain, it's old though. But anyway, I'm sorry. So I got another drink. So by this time I was like, okay, kind of like feeling my drink. Because remember I had a beer. I had like almost a half a glass of that nasty red wine. Then I had vodka. Now I was on another vodka. So that's pretty much almost 4 drinks, if you really want to be specific. So he was like, last call. I was like, y'all closing, right? He said, yeah. So I was like, I'm out. I was leaving. Everybody was leaving. They were closing. So he was like saying bye to his friends. He was like, I'll see you at work tomorrow. And he was like, I live this way. And I was like, oh, well, that's the way my hotel was. So I was walking down there with him. So I was like, well, this is my hotel. I told you it was literally 2 blocks away. So he was like, oh, do you want to have another drink? Like, I know a bar over here, like near my apartment. So I was like, well, what time they close? He was like, they close at 1. And I think it's probably was like, they didn't close right at 11. They probably closed at 11:10, 11:15. So it was probably like 11:20. And I was like, well, if you decide to go, just text me and I'll think about whether I want to come or not. And he was like, you don't want to come? I said, I'm not really sure if I want to come. I said, and plus I really don't be drinking like that. And I don't have my phone. And I said, and I kind of like to, watch my alcohol. And he was like, oh, well, we don't have to drink. We could just sit down there and talk. So I was like, okay, well, that's cool. I said, but I got to go get my phone. And I was going to go get some water because I need to have water. Anytime I drink, I don't play. So remember, we were standing downstairs in the front of my hotel. Now, I think most hotels close their doors, but this hotel that I was in was like at 8 o'clock, we closed the doors. You cannot get in the building without your key or unless you buzz in it. You know, we identify you. But it was still people walking in and out of the lobby because it was like 11:30, I told you. But in front of the hotel, they have chairs out, and then around the corner, they had those chairs. So for 1 second, I was gonna say, "Hey, just sit right here," and I'm gonna run upstairs to get my phone. But I mean, I was like, I didn't really think anything of it. So I was like, "Okay, well, let's run upstairs. Let me get my phone, and we come back down." That's literally what I said. And I watch crime shows all the time, but still, I didn't think about the fact that I was letting him in my hotel room for a second. And so, nonetheless, we got into the elevator. There was numerous people in the elevator. I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" We talked. So when they got out the elevator, he was like, "Oh, you got a tattoo?" He says, so now he started touching on me. Like he had not touched on me prior to before this. So he was touching. "Oh, you got a tattoo?" That was his way of trying to touch on me. "What's this tattoo of?" Constantly, just touching my back. And I was, "Oh, is that tattoo? Did you get a tattoo removed?" Just make conversation. I was like, "Oh, that's a real old tattoo. I think it was Pebbles." Blah blah blah. So, and it's right here, and my pants was up. So he pulled it down to see the bottom of the pebbles, and then let my pants go. So it like when you let your pants go, pop, it'll like make that sound. And then out of the blue, he kind of like just put his hands on my butt and did this, which is really weird. So I was like, okay, that's weird. Like he kind of was like, and I'm like, okay. So we get up to the fourth floor. Once we get in the room, I'm like, "Hey, sit right here. Let me grab my keys. I mean, grab my phone, which is back here." And he was sitting. I'm gonna turn right in that chair. Actually, I'll get closer. I'm gonna act it out. So he was sitting right here in this chair. Okay. So basically, we came in the room. I was like, "Yo, sit right here." My phone was back here, so I ran and got my phone from back here. Then I literally had to pee. So he was sitting right there. So I went into the bathroom, closed the door, and I went to the bathroom, like peed. And like I was trying to pee really fast because I did not want him. But apparently I had drank so much water. I had to pee a lot. Like I'm talking about 4 minutes. I'm like, "Can I stop peeing? Please, please." Because I was, after I let him in, I started thinking this was a bad idea. Okay. So when I came out, so I was like, "Thank God." I was like, "Let's just get out this room." That's what I was saying. So I grabbed the water, which was always here. And I was like, "Yo, you talking to him right here?" I had to open the door. I was like, "You want a water?" Gave him the water. And we walked out the door. We walked out. And I felt so much better because I was like, I started thinking how that was a bad idea. Let me tell you the rest of this, okay? The story doesn't end. I don't make this shit up. So, down in the lot, the conversation was, there was no conversation, I should say, when we got in the elevator. And I'm not sure why, if he was thinking about something. And I was like thinking, I don't know if I want to go. I had, like I said, almost 4 drinks. It was kind of weird how he did the whole butt thing. And I was just like, I don't know if this is a good situation. I didn't even know what the bar was or if there was a bar. I didn't get the name of the bar. It was just so many things. So anyway, I was just saying, do I want to go? We got downstairs. We went out to the lobby. We went out to the outside. So as soon as we get outside again in front of those chairs, you know what this man had nerve to say? He was like, pat himself. And then he said, I think I left my vape cigarette upstairs. Now he did have a vape because I saw him vape like twice when we were in the bar. And because I thought about it for a second, I was like, I don't remember him vaping like the whole time we walked down the street, but I do remember him vaping in the bar. So because I thought about it for a second, and I was like, okay, so you need your vape, right? And he was like, yeah. I was like, well, let's go on and get it. Now I had already decided that I was not going back in the room with him because it was just weird, and like how he forget his vape. Like I don't know if he vaped when I was in the bathroom, but it was just weird. So basically, we came back upstairs. I didn't even come in the room this time because I was just like, this shit don't smell right. So I'm going to, and I gotta sneeze. So basically, I opened the door. I'm standing just like this. Okay, you can't see, but I'm standing in the doorway, and I'm like, let him go in. I'm holding the door again. So I'm holding the door right here. So he goes over to that chair, okay? And again, I'm not even in. I'm in the hallway holding the door. I never even went in the room. Both of my feet were out here. But I'm holding the door with this hand, waiting. So, this dude is like frisking this chair like he's a police officer. I'm like, dude, like if you dropped your vape, it would be right on top of that cushion. This is what I'm saying to myself. And at this time, I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm going. I just want to get him downstairs out of this building, and I'm coming back up here. So I'm him now, right? This is him doing his hand motion like, snapping. And he looking up the cushion, doing this. You know what I'm saying? Looking like this. He checking his pockets. You can't see me checking my pockets. And you know what he said? I can't find it. Can you come in here? I'm gonna turn. He said, I can't seem to find it. Can you come in here and help me? Can you come in here and help me? This is what this motherfucker said. I said no. He said, what? He was like, I don't know where it is. Can you come help me? Can you come help me? I said, I'm not helping you. And then after I stood right there in that hallway for about 20 seconds, he gonna come like, found it. I was like, great. I held the door for him, and he walked out of the door. The door closed. We got on the elevator. It was no conversation. Out the elevator downstairs. In the lobby, we walked through the lobby, and we walked out to the front. And once we got outside, you know what I said. I said, hey. And I think he already knew. Because he wasn't like trying to convince me. I said, hey, you know what? I think I'm on pass. And he was like, okay. Bye. I said, okay, bye. He knew that I wasn't going to go. After that, I blocked him. And I haven't heard from him. And I'm sure I won't. This dude, I don't know what his intentions were. Okay? I don't know if his intentions were to try to hurt me. Or if if I came back in the room, maybe he started kissing on me and I just wanted to kiss on him back. I don't know what this nigga was thinking. But, oh my God. Why did I put myself in this situation? I'm telling you, I literally did not think about the danger of it. And then after that, last night, I watched, it wasn't Natalee Holloway's story, but it was the dude that killed Natalee. And I remember he killed like this main man's daughter. That's how they caught him. But in a hotel room. And after I got back upstairs, I was like, that dude tried to pull like, damn, what was that dude's name? Valdir or something. But anyway, he killed that lady in the hotel. And I was like, this dude could have literally still killed me in the hotel. I don't know why I thought a hotel would be somewhat safe. People, but yeah, never again. I don't even know why I thought it would be okay. Never again. I was so scared. I had a damn nightmare. Why I do that? Why did I do that? I don't even know. And it wasn't even like I was liking the dude. It was just like I don't even know why I did that. To be honest with you, I was just like, yeah, come on, let's run upstairs and get my phone. Literally, it was just an innocent thought. Like, let's run up here and get. But you can't be thinking innocent like that. You gotta be thinking, no, stay downstairs. Don't come up in here. Don't let him in the building. We have to think like that as women because there are some psychos out here. And I'm not saying that he would have been a psycho, but there was definitely no reason for him to say, "Come help me find my vape pen on this cushion." There was no way. There was no rhyme or reason for it. So I just wanted to share that with you. So basically, my message is to you young ladies. No, there it's even with cell phones and internet and all this stuff. These predators still find a way to come into our lives and hurt us and destroy us. And that, again, I felt like I had made a bad move. Really, I did, and I was so glad. When I came out that bathroom, he was still in that chair because I raced to the door. And I had already knew I should have never let this person in my damn hotel room. But don't let nobody in your hotel room. Don't let nobody in your house. Don't let nobody with room number you staying in. Don't ever. Just don't. Because like I said, that innocent thought of mine could have ended a different way. I don't know. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.